Wholeness and peace. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another powerful reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right, I am not in my usual spot. I took a walk out there today just to replenish, to ground myself a little bit more. And there is many download that was coming up since last night here, and I have my note here. I'm gonna read it, but also I will channel as I go through here. So the spirit is saying that there is a celestial gateway that's open. Okay, celestial gateway is opening up for a collective here, a collective of us, because of this eclipse season here. You know, the eclipse season has been going on for the past more than 2 weeks, considering the shadow period before the eclipse, and going, to 6 months, they say. So I'm hearing, what I heard yesterday was like the waiting, okay, the heart being weight, okay, on the cosmic scale, the heart being weight on the cosmic scale here. So I feel like there is a judgment, okay, some sort of judgment here, and those are the card that came out here. Renewal here is coming up here, okay. So judgment is coming up also with this energy here, okay. Spirit is also mentioning that your conscious will and your subconscious soul, okay, so your conscious and your subconscious are pulled into perfect alignment with your physical vessel. All right, so that's what's going on here with this eclipse here. That's what I've been channeling here. Like we're getting into this perfect alignment with our conscious and subconscious mind here. All right, we're doing things more intentionally now. We're coming from a heart space. We're creating space for other and for ourselves as well here with this eclipse here. And this eclipse here is forcing us to see things for what it is. All right, no more sweeping under the rug, no more not uh speaking about the elephant in the room. So no more of that. So it's bringing a lot of new perspective here also, okay. So also with this eclipse here, we will be confronted with a lot of shadow self. The ego has to dissolve. The ego has to, like, go down, okay, instead of always rising and take center in front stage. The ego has to be on the side here. But because we always need the ego, so we're not gonna dismiss the ego all the way, but we're gonna put it on the side, especially when it doesn't benefit us. All right, so confrontation of the shadow self, something will be mirrored back to us, okay, in the coming weeks or months here. And I feel like it's coming back to us is because we haven't dealt with that issue properly. All right, that could be a habit, that could be a fear, that could be also a whole story that's been hidden in a shadow of our heart, also our heart center, because again the heart is very delicate. Maybe you're doing it because you want to please other people. Maybe you're doing because of you're afraid to not be received well, okay. You're afraid of people not accepting you, so you bury those shadow deep down in your heart here. So this eclipse will illuminate that, this aspect of ourself, okay, not to bring shame upon us, because when I hear shame, I'm like, what is that? And because spirit is saying that other people will trigger you, but they trigger you just for you to get back into alignment. They are trigger you so you can face reality, okay. You can be true with things, because they trigger you because something is not resonated with yourself, with yourself. So you get triggered by this. So this, you're gonna take this time to place boundary, also to erase, okay, to dissolve certain things that doesn't resonate with yourself anymore. They also mentioning that this illumination also, okay, of the this hidden aspect of ourself, is also to, you know, to help us rise above. That's what they're saying here. Okay. They want you also to speak word of power on this aspect so they can be dissolved. So you need to like come forward and be like, this is what I've been doing. It hasn't been working. I'm taking accountability for it. And yes, universe, I don't want this. I'm going to dissolve this. This is not resonate with my reality anymore. I am not in that timeline. I'm shifting timeline. Something to that nature here. So that's what they're mentioning. Commanding something, okay, speaking a word of power, also commanding what you want. This is the time to command what you want. What you don't want, you don't command that. You don't want it, you don't want it. But if you want it, this is time for you to command that. All right, that's what I'm hearing here. And I'm hearing this is a divine audit. Whoa, I never heard that phrase before, but this is so beautiful. This is a divine audit. So the universe is auditing on what we did, what we create, what we didn't create. Did we create it with intention? Did we create it because we love doing it? Or did we create it because we want other people to see us? And say that we created for, oh yeah, I'm in a spiritual community because I wear crystal. I'm in a spiritual because I meditate. So you just do it because you want to do it and get over it and show people that you're doing it, or you're doing it from a place of heart, from a place of intention, from a place of center. Okay, for you doing for the greatest good of all, not just for your own personal gain also. So this is very beautiful, that divine audit that's coming up here. Okay, so there was question also that was prompted when I heard that divine audit here, and one of the question was, does your spiritual practice honor the divinity within? Okay, and your connection to all things. Does your spiritual practice honor the divinity within and your connection to all things? The ka and the ba. Okay, so does you do it for your own gain, or does you do it for a higher purpose? So this is that divine audit that's coming up here. All right, and now I saw the tower. Okay, we have the tower here, which is the life experience here. We have the tower here, which is that sudden illumination, also that destruction, that tearing down illusion. So only what is real can remain. Okay, and this could be terrifying, but it's a way to reach or to found to get into a very fertile ground, or a truthful ground, a solid ground. Okay, that's where we're going into all of this here. And you have the judgment also. The judgment, I mean, this is the weighing of the art. This is the divine audit. Okay, this is the moment after the tower fall and judgment is upon us. Okay, not by people, but by the divine, by our higher self here. Okay, so we're moving through this energy with a lot of clarity now. Okay, if you discern, if you let that tower fall also, if you let that judgment to happen here, even the death card is coming up because it's a time of big transformation and release. Okay, it's a time of big transformation of release, shedding the old and welcoming the new here. All right, so they're mentioning here that trust that the universe itself will rise to meet you the moment you release this old pattern and control. The universe will meet you. You do halfway, the universe will do the rest. Okay, you will not simply step into this new beginning. They say that you will quantum leap toward the destiny that has been calling you, your divine destiny. You will leap toward once you pass that divine audit that spirit is doing, that the divine is doing in this eclipse season here. Okay, the confrontation of the shadow self here, confronting your deepest fear, deepest illusion here, undergoing a profound spiritual audit, and it's all gonna lead to the death of the old self. That's where we are going here. We are leaving the old and moving into the new here. Okay.